1972 in the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have to suspend what you see. Putting it in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to Super Bowl VII. The 1972 season has come to a close. One of the highest running seasons in NFL history brings us a matchup of defending brings us a matchup of the NFC champion Dallas Cowboys, led by Roger Staubach and running back Calvin Hill, up against the young upstart Pittsburgh Steelers and their third-year quarterback Terry Bradshaw and rookie Franco Harris. And there are the Steelers as Bradshaw leads them out of the tunnel here at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Up for grabs, the Tom Landry Trophy, and here are the Dallas Cowboys. Traditionally, they wear white at home, but NFL rules dictate that in the Super Bowl, the home team has to wear the dark colors here in 1972. So the Cowboys are in blue. Los Angeles, as we take a look at Chuck Noll roaming the Steelers sideline, and there's the man in the hat, the fedora, Tom Landry. As we get ready for this 7th Super Bowl, the NFC leads 4-2 in the old-time series. The Dallas Cowboys, of course, winners of Super Bowls 1 and 2. They return for the first time, this time led by Roger Staubach, as the captains meet at the center field. In midfield, there's Leroy Jordan. Referee's showing the coin. It looks like the Steelers have won. Terry Bradshaw. We're in for a great game today. The Steelers knocked off the undefeated Dolphins. There will not be a perfect season. The Cowboys went into Washington and defeated their hated rival, the Redskins. Glenn Edwards back to return and kick. As Tony Fritsch lines it up. Tony Fritsch playing his first full season in the NFL this year. Edwards out of Florida A&M. Takes the kick at the 3 and he's off. Returning out past the 20, the 25. Runs into a wall of blue around the 30, and that's where Bradshaw and the Steelers will take over. Steelers led out by their third-year quarterback out of Louisiana Tech, Terry Bradshaw, making his first start in the Super Bowl. Bradshaw had an interesting game in the AFC title. At one point, benched for Terry Hanratty, came off the bench to score the 2 touchdowns to lead the Steelers into the Super Bowl. Steelers, of course, come in one of the most suffering franchises in NFL history. Only their second trip to the playoffs this year, following a game back in the 40s, in which they lost the Eagles. And they give us to Harris, and he's going to lose a yard. That's big number 74, Bob Lilly, the original Cowboy, is in to make the stop. Bob Lilly out of TCU in his 11th season. Joined the Cowboys in 1962, their third year in existence. Mr. Cowboy. Just on the other side of the 30, Bradshaw. He's got a single back in Harris. And he's going to give it to Franco Harris. He's going to get over the 30 before the hit jars him back. And here's a look at the Steelers' offensive line. Ray Mansfield is in the center. Franco Harris is joined by Rocky Bleier, Ron Shanklin, Al Young, and the tight end McMakin. Cornell Green was on that tackle. Green, the safety. in his 10th season out of Utah State, playing in his 3rd Super Bowl. Bradshaw back to pass on 3rd down. The rush is on. Cliff Harris gets the sack, knocks him all the way back to the 23. Oh, that's not Cliff Harris. Check that. That's number 46, Mark Washington, the second-year player out of Morgan State. Unblocked on the safety blitz. Washington, the nickelback, was in with the pressure, and he brings Bradshaw down. Getting congratulations from Staubach and Hill on the sidelines. And the Steelers will be forced to punt. Number 39, Bobby Walden, the 8th-year player out of Georgia. Gets the punt away. It is taken by Cliff Harris at the 27, and he's stopped up there. And Roger Staubach getting the final instructions from Tom Landry. Staubach come off the bench in the 49er game of the divisionals to replace Craig Morton, who was ineffective. He'd go back to start the following week against the Redskins, and the Cowboys just demolished the Skins. And Bob Hayes, your 3rd receiver on the afternoon, was a big part of that game. As the Cowboys also have Lance Allworth and Mike Sellers. Plus, Billy Parks as your 4th receiver if they spread him out. Staubach under center. He's got backs in the eye. There's a handoff to Calvin Hill, and he is stopped off by Mean Joe Green in the backfield. He's going to lose 2 yards. Battle of 2 defenses, the Doomsday defense of the Cowboys versus what their fans are now calling the Steel Cart. Come up with many clever signs and nicknames. Mean Joe Green shed the block and got right in the backfield to take out Hill. Didn't even get a chance to get going. Second and 12, back at the 26. Staubach is going to be in the shotgun this time. Familiar position for him. Back to pass. Throws it. It is complete. For the first down to Mike Sellers. Ron Sellers, the 3rd-year receiver out of Florida State, on the reception. Chuck Beatty on the tackle. The Cowboys get the first down of the afternoon for either team. Staubach under center now. Calvin Hill in the backfield. The give is going to go to Hill, and once again there is nothing doing. And a look at the offensive line for the Steelers. Dave Manders, your center. Rayfield Wright over at 1 tackle. Calvin Hill and Robert Newhouse, joined by Mike Ditka, Lance Allworth, and Mike Sellers. L.C. Greenwood was in on that last tackle. Second and out and 10 from the 47. Staubach in the shotgun. Last time he was there, he completed a long pass to Sellers. There's the give to Hill on the draw. He jukes a man, and he's off to the races at the 30. The 20, they're not going to catch him. Calvin Hill takes it in for the touchdown. 53 yards, and the Cowboys strike first. Just like in Super Bowl I when Dan Reeves went the distance, Calvin Hill takes it 53 yards for the touchdown. He made one move, and he went untouched. 53 yards, and the Cowboys have an early lead. Here he is. He jukes Mike Wagner, and he is off to the races. L.C. Greenwood's not going to catch him. Take a look at the block by Lance Allworth, the former San Diego Charger. He plants John Rouser, and the Cowboys have struck first. Tony Frisch on to attempt the extra point. And the point after is good, and the Cowboys lead 7-0. Tony Fritsch, the Austrian-style kicker from Vienna, sets to kick off. Glenn Edwards back to return. And here's the kick. It is taken at the 3 by Edwards. Nope, this is Davis. That was number 35, Steve Davis, the rookie out of Delaware State, on the return. And now Bradshaw after the disappointing drive the first time. Bradshaw coming up at the 26. Leads the Cowboys, or the Steelers under center. Here's the give to Franco Harris, and he is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Didn't even get anything moving before number 67. Pat Toomey was in on the tackle. Here's a look at the Cowboys defensive line. Leroy Jordan in the center of the linebackers. You have Cornell Green, Cliff Harris, your safeties. Renfro and Waters are your defensive backs. Pat Toomey won the tackle. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. The running game has not been able to get moving today. From the 26, Super Bowl 7. Bradshaw in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. It is caught by Franco Harris. A more conventional catch than the one he had 3 weeks ago against the Raiders that won that game. They're calling the immaculate reception. Harris catches this one in stride and picks up the first down before being tackled by Cliff Harris. Harris on Harris. Brenkel, the rookie out of Penn State, played for Joe Paterno, picks up the first down. And he was tackled by Cliff Harris, the second-year man out of Wichita Baptist University. And the shotgun. Harris in the backfield with him. He's got 3 receivers to the left. Tight end on the right. There's the give to Harris. And once again, there's nothing going. As this time, it's the big number 50, D.D. Lewis, the 4th-year man out of Mississippi State, in the backfield to make the stop. Harris has not been able to get on track today, other than her pass reception. This one's going to lose yardage. The draw out of the shotgun. D.D. Lewis went unblocked. 2nd down and 12 now as time winds down in the first quarter with the Cowboys leading the Steelers 7-0. Bradshaw under center. Got a double wing. He's going to give it to Harris, and this time it is number 55, Leroy Jordan, in the backfield for another 2-yard loss. The 9th-year player out of the University of Alabama. Jordan went unblocked. The Steeler offensive line just cannot handle the Cowboys on the defense. The Cowboys have been in the playoffs every year since 1966. They're a veteran group. The Steelers new to this whole game. They're showing their youth. Bradshaw back to pass. He's going to uncork it, and he's going deep. It's going to be a jump ball, and it is intercepted. Oh, they're going to say he was out of bounds. He did not get it. The pass was intended for Ron Shanklin. Mel Renfro comes down with the pass as Bradshaw uncorks a long one. Perhaps waited too long. And Mel Renfro, the Pro Bowler, comes down with a reception. It is going to be 4th down. And why is Pittsburgh challenging? That doesn't make any sense. Why would the Steelers challenge the potential interception? Well, they want to handle that as a punt and give the Cowboys the ball at the 20 instead of having to punt this. They're going to call the ruling on the field as confirmed. Renfro did not come down in bounds, and the Steelers will be 4th and 14 and will have to punt. Again, not real sure why the Steelers would challenge that. The Cowboys are fired up now after the stand on the defensive end. Bobby Walden back to punt now. There's the kick. It is going to be in the corner. And let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it out at the 16-yard line. That's where Roger Staubach and the Cowboys will take over.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
That Steeler defense. They have got to get a stop here. 39 seconds to go in the first. They cannot afford to go down 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Staubach leads the Cowboys up from the 16. He's going to come under center. He's got a wing on the right. Split left. Hill in the backfield. That's going to be the give to Hill, and Mean Joe Green is in the backfield to make the stop. Hill has now rushed 4 times for 48 yards, and that is Green's second tackle for loss. Number 47, Mel Blount, was in there to help clean up the garbage. But Mean Joe Green, the Pro Bowler, the third-year man out of North Texas, making the stop in the backfield, and we're back to the 13. It'll be second down to 13 on their own 13 as Staubach back to pass this time. Thrown over the middle, it is caught by Allworth, and the receiver, affectionately known as Bambi, makes the catch and gets the first down. Lance Allworth, in his 10th season out of the University of Arkansas, was a star in the AFL with the San Diego Chargers. That is the end of the first quarter, with the Dallas Cowboys leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-0 and driving.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Stepping alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, as it is Cowboys.
Welcome back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum and Super Bowl VII. I am Vinny Vincent. The Cowboys so far have been dominating this game. They have the ball, 1st and 10. They are leading on the board 7-0. Staubach leads them up from the 35. Sends Truex in motion. He's going to give to Hill and Green. That is going to be number 90, George Webster. Playing in his 2nd Super Bowl. He remembers these Cowboys. As a member of the Houston Oilers back in 1967, he was on the losing end of a blowout Super Bowl. Webster, out of Michigan State, was a rookie back then. Here he's in his 6th season in the NFL, and he's back in the Super Bowl with the Steelers. Staubach got the I formation working. Back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's caught by Mike Ditka. Ditka, the 11th year player out of the University of Pittsburgh, the former Bear. Just using his size, making the tackle. Jack Ham on the tackle. Staubach from the 49. It's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. The give is to Hill, and he is hit by Green. Gets free for a second. Mean Joe Green is able to wrap him back up and make his 3rd tackle on this afternoon.
The coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out.
2nd down and 9 now from the 49.
Keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Staubach leads the Cowboys up. He's going to go back to pass this time. It is thrown out to Ditka. He's going to pick up about maybe 8 yards. 7 yards, they're going to say. Mike Wagner on the tackle.
I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right
Mike
there,
Wagner, the Western Illinois alum.
where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
Staubach. 3rd down and 2 from the 44, the Steeler 44. There's the give to Hill, and he is going to get the 1st down before the Steelers can converge. That was the 7th carry for 53 yards. George Webster in on the tackle. Webster didn't see a lot of playing time in the playoffs. Getting in there today as they bring in the extra man to try to stop this run. First and 10 now from the just outside the 37. I formation. Staubach gives to Hill. He's going to go outside. And he is off to the races again. He's going to get a 1st down inside the Steeler 20. Calvin Hill. Steeler team is young, and the Cowboys are taking advantage of them. They are pushing them around. Maybe the bright lights of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Super Bowl VII is too much for the Steelers to handle right now. 1st and 10 from the 17, from the 18. Staubach in the shotgun. There's the give to Robert Newhouse. He's going to be met in the backfield by George Webster, and we have an injury. Let's see if we can see who went down. Whether it was Newhouse. No, he's right up. Webster got right up. EA Sports not always good on reporting who the injury was when it happens. We'll get that information for you as soon as we can. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 13. Newhouse, the rookie, out of the University of Houston.
Now this will be the 9th play on this
2nd down and 13. Staubach in the shotgun. Sends Newhouse out in motion. Throws over the middle. It's caught by Ditka. He stumbles down at the 3-yard line, or else he might have scored. The Cowboys continue to rack up the yardage. Mike Ditka was wide open. He just stumbled down. That was perfectly thrown. Ditka, as soon as he made the break, turned around, the ball was there. Extends out to make the catch.
But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And it's 1st and goal at the 3 for the Dallas Cowboys, trying to go up by 2 scores. The largest comeback in Super Bowl history is only 7 points. The Steelers can't afford to get down. Allworth on the reverse, and he is going to score on the reverse. Lance Allworth takes it in for the touchdown. And the Cowboys now seem to have an insurmountable 13-0 lead. The Cowboys in their 3rd Super Bowl defeated the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl I, and then knocked off the Houston Oilers in Super Bowl II. As Tony Fritsch will attempt to add the extra point. And it is 14-0. The Steelers making their first appearance in the big game. Bradshaw is on the sideline trying to rally the troops up. Fucknall has got to try and find out what is not working. And the question becomes, do the Steelers stay on the ground? Do they continue to try and give it to Franco Harris, but nothing has been going their way? Harris, the Pro Bowler this year, the rookie out of Penn State. Or do they go to the air more? Ron Shanklin, Al Young, tight end McMakin.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Frisch kicks it off. It's going to be a short kick taken at the 5 by Edwards. Edwards out past the 20, where he is going to be hit by Mel Renfro at about the 23. 22 yards on the return. It is going to be 1st and 10 at the 24 as the Steelers come out. Harris, 5 rushes, -5 yards. Not exactly the game plan that was drawn up for the Steelers. We're only in the second quarter.
He missed all of preseason. And I don't care how much Stairmaster you do, right? How much you do in the pool, what kind of shape you're in. You're not truly in shape to play the game until you're in football shape. So give him another week or two, and then I think we'll see the Le'Veon Bell that we've known.
From the 24, Bradshaw, back to pass. Goes out of bounds. It is caught by number 46, Warren Bankston. And he picks up just a yard.
Do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect
Bradshaw in the shotgun this time.
1 yard.
Back to pass.
He'll look to throw.
He's taking his time, and he is going to be hit. You cannot wait that long. When you got a guy like Bob Lilly roaming around in the backfield.
2 minutes to go.
And we have 2 minutes to go in the first half.
We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
3rd down and 18 from their own 16. What do the Steelers draw up to try and pick up the first down and avoid giving the ball back to the Cowboys? They will get the ball to start the second half. The Cowboys will. Bradshaw's going to be under center. They're going to give it to Rocky Blyer. He's trying to pick up something. He picks up 2 yards. The Cowboys call for a timeout. Not exactly what the Steelers had in mind on that play. They're going to punt it away now. The defense has not been able to stop the Cowboys yet.
Regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Saw a look there at the former Packer Cowboys in the offseason. A couple years back. There's Walden on the punt. It is a high spiral, taking Harris back to about the 28. And he picks up maybe 3 on the return, 2 yards. As Glenn Edwards and Chuck Beatty converge to make the stop. Now, do the Cowboys come out here and play conservative? They got the 14-point lead. Do they head into halftime with that? Or do they go and try for more, really put the Steelers behind the 8 ball? And again, the Cowboys will receive to begin the second half. Staubach's in the shotgun. Looks like they're going to go for it. And there's a flag down.
And a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Ben McGee, number 60, was in the neutral zone. That is 5 yards for the Cowboys and a 1st and 5.
I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves.
Ben McGee, 8th year out of Jackson State. The 6'3", 250-pound defensive tackle. First and 5. Staubach still in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers to the right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 up to the left. Hill in the backfield. Back to pass. Throws it on the swing pass to Hill. And Edwards is able to make the tackle for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 as the clock runs. So maybe the Cowboys, as they're taking the time in the huddle, we're just looking to see what the Steelers are going to come out in. Still, Staubach still in the shotgun. Back to pass. Going to be a screen to Hill. Breaks the tackle, and he's off to the races. Gets a block at the 30, the 20, and Calvin Hill will take it in for the touchdown on the screen pass. 63 yards. There was a Steeler that had read the screen, but he missed the tackle, and then there was nobody as Calvin Hill went the distance. Let's take a look at who that was. No, didn't get a shot there. Gets some good blocks. Runs high and tight on the ball and is able to outrun Mel Blount to the end zone. And it is now 20-0 Dallas as they have totally taken control of this game.
Now the try here for the point after.
Frisch on the extra point, and it is good.
And it is now 21-0.
This is quickly becoming a nightmare for the Pittsburgh Steelers here at Super Bowl VII.
2 plays and into the end zone.
You saw Chuck Noll talking there to George Webster. Tony Frisch will kick it off. Kick is taken at the 6 by Davis. And he's going to get over the 25, about the 27, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers offense, who have only 1 first down in the afternoon, have not been able to get moving at all.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Bradshaw in the shotgun. Sends Harris in motion. Spreads them out. Going over the middle to McMakin. And the Steelers are going to have to burn a timeout after picking up just 2 yards on that, 3 yards on that play. They're down to 1 timeout.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Here come the Steelers, and Bradshaw going to be in the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up. Taking time again. And he's going to be dropped in front. Bradshaw is just taking way too long. And the Cowboys call for a timeout. They have one remaining. 53 seconds to go in the first half.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3.
Third down and 9. They've not converted a third down yet. Bradshaw's in the shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. And once again, he's going to be brought down. And the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. As looked like that time it was Larry Cole once again on the tackle. On the sack.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out.
Fourth down and 18 as Bobby Walden will come on to make the punt once again. This first half has been nothing shy of a disaster for the Steel City inhabitants.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
There's the punt. Taken by Harris at the 24. 4-yard return by Harris. Just stopped up. And Staubach comes out with 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Captain America, as they call him. His 3rd year out of the Naval Academy.
Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 from the 34. Cowboys in the shotgun. Staubach's going to throw. He steps up and it overthrows his man. That is the first incompletion thrown by Staubach this afternoon. He was looking for Ditka. Ditka wasn't there. The ball was overthrown. Second down and 10 now. Staubach in the shotgun. Back to pass. It was an unblocked free rush by Jack Ham. Ham is in to make the sack. Cowboys have no timeouts left.
That's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate.
Jack Ham out of Penn State. Unblocked in to make the sack. 3rd down and 17 for the Cowboys. 20 seconds to go. Cowboys taking their time now. And that'll do it. We have reached the half at Super Bowl VII. The Dallas Cowboys in complete control. Calvin Hill with 2 touchdowns. It is 21-0. The Steelers have been unable to solve this doomsday defense. Their running game has been stymied. -5 yards for Harris. It's halftime.
The Steelers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys with the ball midway through 1. They'll break free of the pack, and a quick 3-play drive ends with the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Sticking with the same drive, he'll take it to the left side.
Well, the question now becomes, what do the Steelers do? How do they get back into this game? Nothing has worked. They have not been able to stop the Cowboys on defense other than that last play where Ham came unrushed for the sack. But other than that, the Cowboys, Roger Staubach has totally dominated the Super Bowl as he warms up on the sidelines. Roy Jarrella makes an appearance. The Cowboys will get the ball. Cliff Harris back to return.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Taking in the end zone is Mike Sellers. Gonna bring it out. He is outside the 25. He's gonna get to the 27 before being brought down, and that's where Staubach will take over. After a 28-yard return by Mike Sellers. Staubach had an amazing first half, 7 of 8, 147 yards, and a touchdown pass on the screen to Calvin Hill. Calvin Hill, who's had himself a great game as well. And you look at a score like 21-0, you start asking who might be the MVP. Right now, it looks to be a battle between Hill and Sellers. Defensively, Larry Cole has the 2 sacks. Staubach in the I with the I formation behind him. The give is going to be, nope, he fakes the handoff, he's back to pass. Throws it, is caught by Sellers, and he is into Steeler territory. Mel Blount and Jack Ham are able to make the tackle, but Mike Sellers able to find a hole in the zone, and Staubach hits him with a first down.
Everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there.
From the 43. Staubach back to pass. Throws it. It is caught by Fugett. Gene Fugett, the rookie out of Amherst, getting a reception in the Super Bowl. Cowboys have shown great balance today with 10 rushing, 10 passing plays. Staubach in the shotgun. Second and 6. Back to pass. Throws it over the middle. This time it's Mike Ditka. And he gets the first down. Staubach 10 of 11, 188 yards. And Iron Mike gets another reception. Mel Blount and George Webster on the tackle. The question becomes, can the Steelers do anything to limit this? Many are going to write that maybe the Miami Dolphins should have been in the Super Bowl. They were undefeated, but they had to travel to Pittsburgh for the AFC title due to the rules of the rotation. And the Steelers were able to use the home field advantage to get out on the Dolphins late, come back and win the game. Here's the give to Calvin Hill. Breaks out past the 20. He's going to be pushed back, but they're going to give him forward progress. He's now rushed the ball 9 times for 84 yards. That's a 9.3 average. For Calvin Hill, the third-year man out of Yale, the Bulldog, bowling his way through the Steelers, causing them nightmares at this point. Staubach under center. In the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. There's the fake to Hill. Throwing over the middle. Into the end zone. It is intercepted by Mike Wagner, and he will stay. That is the first mistake by Staubach. Wagner on the interception. Just looked like Staubach overthrew that ball just a little. And Wagner out of Western Illinois comes up with the interception. Staubach was looking for Allworth. Allworth went inside. Staubach threw it a little outside. And Wagner is able to catch that ball cleanly. Well, now Bradshaw, he has a chance now. They are down 21-0, but the Cowboys scored 21 in the first half. Can the interception help propel the Steelers to score 21 or more in the second half? We'll find out.
Continue, we'll see. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now
Stop
and
it.
then.
Or Bradshaw, back to pass.
Try and start this drive and
Throws, there's a pass. Completion to Franco Harris. They're going to pick up 4 yards on the reception, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
it'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type
Bradshaw in the shotgun.
stay in there
2nd down and 6 from the 24.
and just
Almost to 25. Bradshaw back to pass. Steps up. Steps up some more. Throws on the run. He's got Lewis. Lewis makes a move
open space to throw.
before D.D. Lewis is able to make the tackle.
Into Pittsburgh, first
Nope.
down again.
Sorry, that's not D.D. Lewis. That is number 55,
Stick with the slot receivers, especially the little guys.
Leroy Jordan on the tackle.
They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of
But Frank Lewis, the Grambling State man, is able to get the first down. There's an excellent juke past Cornell Green. Tried to juke Leroy Jordan, but Jordan wasn't having it. Bradshaw still in the shotgun, 1st and 10. 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Back to pass. And Larry Cole in for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're calling it 2nd. I thought he had
I think you understand the type of athlete
2 already. They gave the other one to John Fitzgerald.
for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
That drives the Steelers back
Sacks and the speed and quickness that
to about the 28-yard line. That was a team, I believe that's the Cowboys' 5th on the afternoon. That was a 9-yard loss, and it was 2nd and 19. Back to the 28. Bradshaw in sort of a modified shotgun.
Here's a play fake.
Picks the handoff to Harris. Steps over. Completes it to Ron Shanklin, and it is enough for the first down. And Bradshaw, who is 6 of 7, have a similar completion percentage day as Roger Staubach was in the first half. Just hasn't had the yardage. Ron Shanklin on the reception as he lays out Charlie Waters. Fishy makes the stop, and it'll be a first down for the Steelers. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. The Steelers have got to start showing some oomph in their get up. They're taking their time, and there's much time left. They need to score. Bradshaw steps up. He seems to be waiting to be sacked. Throws. It is complete to Frank Lewis in the Cowboy territory. That'll be the first time today the Steelers have done that. Frank Lewis making his 2nd reception on the afternoon. The Steelers only have a total of 52 yards in the Super Bowl. 55 in the air. They've lost 3 on the ground. Lewis, before Herb Adderley and Mel Renfro can combine to make the tackle. And we are under a minute to go here in the 3rd.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has
1st and
up
10 from the 36, 32, almost the 31. Bradshaw coming under center. Back to pass. Throws it out. It is going to be a tiptoe grab on the sideline for number 87, Larry Brown, the tight end out of Kansas. But only good for 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Bradshaw brings him up from the 28 in the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up, throws it over the middle. He's got Larry Brown again. Bradshaw 9 of 10 for 99 yards. Another 4-yard gain to Brown. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle.
2-1. That'll end the 3rd quarter with the Dallas Cowboys leading Super Bowl VII 21-0. Maybe in the 4th quarter the Steelers will try and pick it up and run a more of a hurry-up offense. We'll be back in a minute.
And it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Start of the 4th quarter. Steelers down 21-0. Are driving. They have a 3rd down and 2 at the 24. They have not converted a 3rd down yet. Last 2 plays have been 4-yard completions to Larry Brown. Bradshaw back to pass. Throws. It is caught by Al Young on the run, and he is inside the 10. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Steelers. Bradshaw hits Young in stride. Renfro had coverage. It was good coverage. The ball just shows up, and Young is able to extend and catch the ball. And it is 1st and goal now at the 6-yard line for the Steelers. Of course, the Cowboys looking for their 3rd Tom Landry trophy, the trophy named after their coach. Bradshaw back to pass, or in the shotgun. Now he's back to pass. The rush is on, and he is going to be sacked. This time by Pat Toomey, his 2nd sack in the afternoon. And it'll be a 2nd and goal way back at the 12-yard line as Toomey just full rushed over. Bradshaw, been a statue most of the afternoon, didn't even sense him coming. Toomey was working on the left tackle, John Kolb. We have 5 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. The Steelers looking to get their first points to avoid the shutout. 2nd and goal from the 12. Bradshaw in the shotgun. He is back to pass. Throws in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Is caught by number 89, John McMakin, Clemson, and that breaks the shutout. McMakin had beaten Leroy Jordan on the coverage. And gets the Super Bowl touchdown. Roy Girella will attempt to kick the extra point. And it is good, and the Steelers now trail 21-7 with 4:48 to go in the Super Bowl. It took them nearly the full game to get their first points. Urella will set the kickoff. The Steelers have all 3 timeouts, and we wonder, is it time for the onside, or is it too early still? Drell's going to kick it deep. On the goal line is Mike Sellers. He's going to get up to about the 25-yard line. Now, Staubach. At the end of the second half, they showed they were willing to continue to go for it. They got a touchdown and screen pass to Hill, leading 21-7. Coming off the interception, do the Steelers or do the Cowboys run the ball, try and run out this clock, force the Steelers to burn their timeouts, or do they go to the air and try and get an insurance touchdown? First and 10 from the 25. More like the 26. Staubach back to pass. And he is going to be rushed and brought down behind the line. L.C. Greenwood beats the man Rayfield Wright. There is a flag down. It's going to be holding on the offense. Holding against Wright. The Steelers are going to take the sack by L.C. Greenwood instead of the penalty and bring up 2nd and 19. As Greenwood, the third-year man out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, is just one of 3 men that get to Roger Staubach for the 9-yard loss. The clock stops on the penalty. Staubach in the shotgun. Staubach hands it off to Hill. Hill has had an amazing day so far. He's able to get 13 yards. 14 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And Hill is at 97 yards rushing for the afternoon. Just 3 yards shy of the century mark. As the hole is just gaping in that Steeler defense. There's just nobody out there to make the stop until they get into the secondary, and Mike Wagner is forced to make the tackle. 2nd down, 6 from the 29. Staubach in the shotgun. Big play defensively for the Steelers. Staubach back to pass. Green on the rush. It's a screen pass again, but this time Jack Ham was able to catch him from behind and bring Calvin Hill down, forcing a 4th down. The Cowboys, the screen pass worked beautifully in the 3rd quarter for a 63-yard touchdown. This time the Steelers read it and are able to make the tackle. This will be the first punt of the afternoon for the punter, Marv Bateman. He sends it away. It is going to go into the end zone, and the Steelers are going to take over with 3.5 to go from the 20, down by 14 as Marv Bateman punts it in for a touchback, and Terry Bradshaw's 11 of 12 for the afternoon, 129 yards, came alive on that last drive through the touchdown pass to John McMakin. Steelers should be in the hurry up from here on out. They've got to get 2 quick scores with 3.5 to go to try and get back into this. Bradshaw back to pass. Throws. It is going to be caught by Harris. They're going to pick up 2, and immediately they're there for the tackle. Jordan on the tackle.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
Steelers still not showing any hurry up though, as we were giving you time to show the replay multiple times as the Steelers take their time calling the play.
Let's see what the offense comes with.
3 minutes to go. Bradshaw, 2nd down and 8 in the shotgun. There's been absolutely no rushing game for the Steelers today. They don't have time for one now. But they're going to give it to Harris anyway. He's going to break in the secondary and gets the 1st down. That's his first positive run of the game. Picks up 12. That's 7 yards rushing on the afternoon for Franco Harris. They get the 1st down, but the Steelers still, time is ticking away. They don't seem to have any hurry up in them. The draw play was the perfect play, but they should be right back at the line of scrimmage, and they're not. They're in the huddle.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2.5 to go. Bradshaw in the shotgun. Back to pass. Rushes on. It's going to be a screen pass. Harris, trouble receiving the ball. Could not get moving. He had to secure the catch. And it would have almost been better at that point to drop it. We are going to go down to the 2-minute warning. It is going to be 2nd down and 12 as the Steelers just are not showing any effort at all. As Harris juggled the pass, the reception, could not get moving. And Larry Cole is able to get out there and make the tackle. 2 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys leading the Steelers 21-7.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Bradshaw in the pistol. The 32, 68 yards away from the end zone. Back to pass. Again, taking his time. Throws it over the middle to Ron Shanklin. Shanklin's going to get the first down to the 43. And this time, now the Steelers rush to the line. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bradshaw back to pass. Throws it deep. He's got Frank Lewis inside the 20. Bradshaw brings the Steelers up again as the clock continues to count down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 16. Bradshaw back to pass. Steps up. Oh, he hits Harris. Harris is hit immediately by number 46, Mark Washington. The Steelers rushing back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 6 from the 12. Bradshaw alone in the shotgun. And he is going to be hit and dropped for a loss by number 67, Pat Toomey, for his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Bradshaw back to pass. Statue that Bradshaw is, he's going to be sacked, fumble, and it is going to be recovered by the Cowboys, and that should end the Super Bowl. Charlie Waters. Bradshaw just waited and waited. Jethro Pugh on the hit. Harris is unable to pick it up, and it comes right. It was number 46, Mark Washington, on the recovery. And here comes Roger Staubach. 11 of 13, 192 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Cowboys leading 21-7. There are 47 seconds left to go in Super Bowl 7. Staubach hands it to Hill, and he's going to go over 100 yards rushing for the afternoon. The Steelers are going to call timeout. 103 yards rushing for the Cowboys, combined between Hill and Robert Newhouse on the 1 carry.
Here are the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Second down and 4.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
2nd down and 4 from the 34-yard line. Staubach, Hill in the backfield. And he's going to give it to Hill. And the Steelers going to burn another timeout. Just prolonging the inevitable at this point for the Steelers. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Cowboys.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
40 seconds to go. The Steelers are thinking if they can stop the Cowboys here, get the ball back, hit a bomb, get the onside kick, and hit another bomb, they still have a shot. That is why they're burning their timeouts. They should have been a little more anxious before the 2-minute warning to save some time. And, of course, it's come down to the inexperience of Terry Bradshaw becoming a statue in the huddle. He has been sacked 6 times this afternoon. There's a handoff to Hill. and he is going to lose yardage again. I think he was gone back below 100 yards now as Glenn Edwards makes the tackle. That is the last timeout for the Steelers, and Marv Bateman will come on to punt the ball away. 36 seconds to go.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Be interesting to see if the Steelers try and rush the quarterback on this, or rush the punter on this one. Fourth down and 7 from the 31. Gets the punt away. Preston Pearson received a punt, only got about 2 yards before being brought down. Jerry Bradshaw, 16 of 17, 185 yards, a touchdown. Fumbled the ball on his last possession. 29 seconds to go. The Steelers, like I said, they have to get a bomb. It's going to be 81 yards. Get an onside kick and get another bomb. Maybe a Hail Mary. Just to tie the game up. Don't know if they have it in them. Bradshaw in the pistol. He's got 4 receivers plus Harris in the backfield. And fakes the handoff. Bradshaw rushing out. Throws on the run is going to be caught by Al Young. 18 seconds to go. 15, 14. They're over in the Cowboy territory. 10 seconds. And Bradshaw's going to down it with 8 seconds to go. That took 22 seconds. They can't afford to do that again. This pass has to get in the end zone. In about 5 to 6 seconds. The extra point would take no time. The onside kick could take no time. Leaving them about 2 seconds for the onside kick is recovered immediately once it's touched. Bradshaw back to pass. He's going to throw it long. It is. There's a penalty flag. 4 seconds to go.
Let's see who this is on.
They're going to call pass interference against Charlie Waters. Now with 4 seconds to go though, and the ball at the 27. There we're huddling up at the 50. There's a glitch. 4 seconds. I don't see how the Steelers can get a touchdown in 2 seconds. This one might just be the inevitable being prolonged from the 27. Bradshaw in the shotgun. Make the score look a little more respectable as he throws it into the end zone, and it is knocked away by Cornell Green. And the Dallas Cowboys are your 1972 World Champions. Here on this January 14th, 1973 afternoon, and the confetti from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum will pour down as the Cowboys celebrate their 3rd World Championship in as many tries. They are 3 for 3 in the Super Bowl. Turning back Jack Kemp and the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl I. Turning back Pete Beathard and the Houston Oilers. And now Terry Bradshaw. However, Bradshaw's young. The Steelers are young. A couple more pieces, maybe a couple receivers, and we will see them again. They don't announce an MVP this year like they did last year. Well, I saw I missed it when I looked down for 2 seconds. Alright, we'll give the MVP to Calvin Hill. There's 2 touchdowns, both long. And join us next month, the last Sunday in October, for alternate Super Bowl 8, as the Dallas Cowboys will be back trying to defend against the Oakland Raiders, a matchup in the 70s that many wanted but never saw. Thank you.